Hello there, welcome back. This is Mr. Will here for April 16th, 2020 for the group Denominators. So, the last couple of days we have been reviewing skills that we have learned previously. Today we are going to be venturing into uncharted territories. We are going to be writing equations of parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Okay, we're going to start by exploring equations that have to do with parallel lines. So without further ado, let's get into it. The question that we're going to be talking about today is writing an equation of a line that passes through the coordinates -3, -5, and is parallel to the line y equals 3x minus what? Now, again, parallel lines, again, are lines that do not cross. Okay, there's no intersection. They are parallel. So some things to remember that when lines are parallel, that means they have the same slope. And they have on the same plane. So same plane, same slope. So let's check this out. The first thing that we're going to do, there's 3 steps. Step number 1, we are going to identify the slope. Well, if you look closely, we already can tell this is y equals mx plus b, or in this case, it's minus -1. But we know that from this equation, 3 would be our slope. How do you ask? Well, since we know that lines that are parallel share the same slope, we can tell that this line from this equation and this line from these coordinates, they must share the same slope. So since this equation is mx plus b, 3 is going to be our slope. How about that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the y-intercept. Again, we're going to use that equation y equals mx plus b. And we're going to plug in the information that we know. And we're going to solve for our y-intercept. So step number 1, find the slope. Step number 2, y-intercept. So I know my y-coordinate from what is given in the problem is -5. I know my slope is 3. And I know my x-coordinate would be -3, again, provided in the problem. And I'm going to solve for my y-intercept, or b. Okay, so if we were going to simplify this, I have 3 times -3. That gives me -9 plus b on this side. And on the other side, I am going to subtract 9 from each side. And if I subtract 9 from each side, I am left with 4 equals b. Okay, so what that does is that gives me the y-intercept here. So the last step, step 1, find the slope. Step 2, find the y-intercept. Step 3, write the equation using this y equals mx plus b. So I would write it y equals, my slope is still 3x, and my y-intercept would be 4. So what this is, y equals 3x plus 4, is my equation for a line that passes through these coordinates and is parallel to this line. So I'm going to give you a couple of questions, just a handful of them today, and we're going to practice writing equations of a line that passes through a given coordinates and is parallel to a certain equation. If you have questions, you can tune in to me every morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or email me throughout the day with any questions that you may have. The work that I'm giving you today, we're back on our schedule, is going to be due at the end of the day today. Work hard, ask questions, and have fun.